Hey guys, what's up? It is Manil here. This is me from the future. You can see what date it is currently right here. Yeah, trust me, a lot's happening between the episodes. But you'll see it all. Take yourself. Anyways, since I decided on to reaction, as you know, I worked on the Anton AT Chronicles for a bit. Obviously, there's future episodes, but I'm only reacting to the ones that are in the time frame involved. So this was released October 2019, and I recorded it all the way back in September 2019. So yeah, back then the release dates weren't that far off from each other. Yeah, this was a fun little project. I'll be giving my commentaries on this. I've actually rewatched the first 5 AT Chronicles recently. Yeah, first 6 AT Chronicles recently, like with my brother and stuff. So this won't feel like that fresh to me, but whatever. Let's watch it. I'll be giving some commentary on this stuff.
Anton, remember that one time where you got possessed by a skull thingy?
I wasn't possessed. Dude, I was just consumed by his mentality.
Oh, cool. Let's talk about that story again. You know, actually, I remember where it started.
Did it start with this blanket? Your memory is terrible. The blanket was later on.
Okay, then how about you tell it?
I will.
Okay, so that scene, I like doing this, and I also do this in the future of the series too. When they're telling a story, I like to do it chronologically. So I'll record the part where they're telling the story after, except for one I actually didn't do that for, which we'll be discussing in the series. One time I actually did record the intro before, the intro leading to a flashback before I record the flashback. But yeah, I actually remember what happened in real life after that moment. It's a pretty memorable moment for reasons that I actually can't discuss yet. But anyways, let's go. Okay, so when I started this series, I wasn't really sure what I was doing with it. Now, obviously, I have such a huge plan in the modern time of what this series is. But back then, I just wanted to make something fun based off inspirations. I had a few inspirations for this. One of them was Toy Story 4, which I had seen recently a few months back, and I was still kind of into that. I thought it'd be really cool to make a story similar to that, where they're like on an adventure in like a big place, and that's how it started. I was actually planning on filming the sometimes this is actually a strat that some people do. You start with the middle of a story and then make it all work. Sometimes it's hard to like just come up with a story, start off. Like it's just much easier just to have a random story in the middle and then you work your way forwards and then backwards. So it makes sense. That's what I was planning to do here. I ended up not doing that. That'd be cooler if it just starts like abruptly with no context what's going on. Although in the future I did make an episode, like a flashback episode that did give context from what happened before. So yeah.
Oh, no. Definitely can't get up there.
Don't worry, little B, I got you.
Thanks a lot.
I still have those pajama pants. Yes, in 2022. Over 2.25 years later. Anyways, yeah, I actually have them over there. I think they just ripped like a few weeks ago. They're pretty cool.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
thanks,
B. I rushed it, man.
It's okay. It's my fault that we're even in this situation in the first place. We'll get out of it
It's
eventually.
a blurry camera work. Back then, it wasn't so good.
Hopefully.
I thought blurry camera was
Don't
camera
worry,
work
B.
looked
That's
good.
the spirit. Don't worry, I can definitely get you out of there. Might just take a little push, though. And some coordination.
I like how literally I had only known these characters. Well, of course I knew who they were. Actually, me and my brother had a lot of games with these characters, and they basically act similar. Anton acted a lot similar, except he's a drug dealer. And TNT Boy acts similar, not so similar actually. He has a weird like voice, and he's also a rapist. We don't talk about that, okay?
Those skills I don't have.
So it's
No,
funny in this series how I twist these characters to be like completely different people. It's especially funny with like Great White Owl if you actually want to know what he's actually like.
No. You have those skills. You have the potential. Oh.
This camera work again, I thought it looked really cool. Like not being able to see him correctly. I still think it looks cool, especially this part right here. Where you can see his
there
face.
was a point
This part
where
looks
I
cool.
thought I was just a
It's like cool camera
stupid
work.
fool with nothing left for me.
Also, this commentary is
But
cringe.
then
I hate how I
realized
did
the
this.
world, it's full of
It was just
responsibility.
cringe. It's cringe.
You have to step up, or else you can't do it. Even to this day, I still don't understand what the hell you're saying.
That part was smart.
I
Yeah.
can do this myself.
Holy shit!
Yes, I need hydration. Sorry about that.
B, we'll always be
He's
friends.
hugging his crotch.
But sometimes you just gotta be independent. I agree, my friend. Now, watch this.
That was cool choreography.
Got it. That was amazing. Haven't seen you jump like that before. Oh, it was a surprise to me, too. Sucks that it just rained, but I think that car right there...
I know it seems like I have a lot of criticism, but always looking back on the first episode, Dave, I've been watching a lot of the later episodes, and I love how I did them. But this episode has a big plot hole, and that's that car. So in the story here, they're trying to get to that car so they can escape the land of heaven and the White Skull. But here's the thing, that car shouldn't exist. So in theory, later on, this is established as the Outlands, where they're trying to head out to. Obviously, that's a few episodes later. So I guess the way make this make sense is they're trying to escape into the Outlands, and they know that there's some sort of ruined, abandoned, but can still work vehicle that can get them away. I don't know.
There definitely has what we're looking for. Really?
But back then, I had a completely different idea of what heaven was and what the Outlands were. Which back then they wouldn't be Outlands, it's the area surrounding heaven.
It's alright. I'm more lightweight after all, and you're the
yeah, that means like memories.
Don't take offense to that, please.
I didn't want to
no
say.
offense taken.
I didn't want to say that was offensive.
Now, how
that it wasn't
do
meant
we
to be
get
offensive.
Down there. Can't open the door, but I think I have an idea. Just down this way. B, this plan doesn't look that safe.
I also thought that was a cool angle. That one took. I actually still remember. I think that was done. So obviously I didn't use this phone. I used an older phone, but I did that where. Let me show you. So this is how I do most of my shots, by the way. Just like this, like video, like this. Yeah, you can see me. But that one, I did it like this, and you can see yourself now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's how I did that. And I thought that was cool. It actually took a minute though. But yet again, honestly, I wouldn't do this stuff like that anymore.
Watch this.
Because it also leads to some just angles. I actually did some editing there with the, or I don't know. This is also a cool shot. This one I didn't do it that way, but it was hard. And I actually like the shot.
I can do that. Well, at first I didn't think I can even get up to that window, but I did it. Regardless, we have to try. Well then I'll do it my way.
Yeah, I did some audio mixing there, stuff I don't really usually do anymore in the modern series, but like where you overlap audio so it sounds consistent like movies would.
That was even awesome.
This was a really dark day, by the way, because it had just finished raining.
And
I biked home, and I don't know, I just had the idea.
Exact route. We also need the keys. That route. Oh yeah. Keep them up here. Well,
I love that I actually incorporate this into the story. This thing. This has been there for years, like decades
Maybe
actually.
We'll have to work together for this one. Here, I'll boost you. Gotcha. Got it. All right.
What's that medicine thing up there? Pills. Oh god, I'm a drug dealer.
Careful up there, B. It's really lean. Don't worry, I got it.
Technically, Anton's a drug dealer. This shot I also thought was cool with the penny, the pong ball, like going down.
I can't reach. Bro, look at this ball.
Is it a tennis ball?
Ping pong ball.
No, I got it right.
Oh man. That's him.
There's the White Skull.
No, we weren't trying to
love
leave.
this
We
character.
were just trying to...
Also love the music here.
I know everything.
He's up that cat. If only I could.
But it's okay, you fool.
I will not hide from you.
So the whole storyline here is that Lil B was scared to fight the White Skull and would rather abandon Anton. But he actually fought him, which is good there.
I'll meet you by the
Man, the music is so fitting there. So when I film these, I have no idea, by the way. I have no idea what the music's going to be. I have no idea what it's going to be. So it's so awesome that the music matches.
Please.
So yeah, Lil B, TNT boy. By the way, I have no idea where I came up with the Lil B thing. Because Anton calls him Lil B, obviously the origin story, like flashback episode that takes place like the day before this that I filmed later on, does kind of an explanation for it, but I had no idea what it was at that time. And I tend to wing things and they always seem to work out. I love how I did that. It just felt so real, that fight, that like hit. I love to like throw them around and like have them make cool noises. Like I don't know why. It's just so it's just so like satisfying and also makes for great scene work. I think it comes from Toy Story 4 too, with like all the like them falling down and stuff. It makes it like a real fight. Yeah, that too. The audio. I don't know why he bumped into that thing. I could see the room there. You see that scene right there? Oh, I'm going into too much detail, honestly, but that was actually meant to be separate, but I thought they'd look better when they were on top of each other there.
Oh no!
Don't know why I wasted
No,
time here.
it's not the right
You'd be able to hear the fight
Friends,
between Anton
together.
and
No longer
Skull.
being independent, greedy dirtbags.
This is when you kind of had a revelation. But there you go.
I have a better idea. I can hear his soul being consumed.
This, I had no idea what I was doing. Just made a blanket
Blanket, yes.
take his soul
Wait,
somehow.
no, not any blanket. Black one. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ah!
I will admit, back then I wasn't as good with the one hand holding the camera, other hand controlling the characters, but I did good. This is an interesting thing. Back then I was making up all the concepts. I'm like, what if a black blanket teleports the white skull to like a cursed realm and banishes him basically?
Don't worry, I'm not dead. Wait, are you dead? You got there too late.
Wow, the music's so matching here, by the way.
I didn't get your yes. No, I didn't get. Sorry. GNG. No, call me Lil B. Please, there's only one way to fix this. What way? There was no way to fix it. But you weren't even. But
Oh, the music.
One
Need to
way
fix it.
to fix it. Well, this should have banished him to the void. Yep, he's gone, alright.
Yeah, that's funny. I just moved the skull over. He's
One
gone.
way to fix this. Oh, I'm stunned.
So I kind of had an idea
No
about heaven,
single-
or the
Wait.
land of heaven.
The Council of the
and
White Owl!
Yeah, the Great White
That's
Owl.
gotta work.
So
My last interference with them didn't go so well.
this part was
They
good
said I was a
storylining.
Stupid,
It wasn't that
scheming
great.
rat. But that was before I met Anton. And before
This
I
part,
was...
it's a feeling of redemption, sort of like where you're good, but you were so bad that no one will trust you ever again. Mostly because you pretended that you were good, and then still proved out to be bad. To the point where no one will have any chance of believing you, and that's like a sad thing. It's like the boy who cried wolf. But thankfully, I think this went good. Let's keep going.
Before I learned everything that I needed to do.
Please.
I was selfish. I was selfish. And
I was selfish.
didn't
I was.
understand my actions had consequences. That's what we got into this thing in the first
When will you realize that your actions have consequences? I love that meme.
place. But there's gotta be a way they'll just forgive me if they know I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's true.
Ultra-
Like, imagine if a criminal, right, or someone who's exploited his family for their entire life, like he's always asking for money, always making trades. He promises to pay someone back and never does, and he asks for another favor on top of all those favors. You probably wouldn't give it to him, but if you were that person and you actually knew for 100% that you were going to get it back this time, it would be sad when you get denied.
Drag his body straight to their place. They didn't say it would be this hard.
That was funny. So the whole concept of the Great White Owl was, I used my favorite puppet, Daddy Owl, for that. It was actually from a previous video. Let me show you. A little while before, I had filmed this video with my brother and one of our newfound family friends. The RIP that dude. We haven't filmed with him since November 2019. I haven't seen those guys since December 2019. The pandemic ruined it. But basically, the owl got killed in the start. It's very weird. And became a character of heaven.
we shall tell an ancient tale.
Yeah, you see, just use my mom's room for this set.
I'm the owl. Enjoy my wonderful life out here in heaven.
And so I wasn't sure if I thought these stories could be connected, but I think like directly after I decided they wouldn't be connected. I'm actually gonna keep that open. I want to watch that later. I could do a reaction. No, why not? Why not? I'll do that next actually. Tomorrow though, because it's like late. It's almost 1 a.m. You guys can see. Oh, I'm already getting tired. Anyways, so I originally thought those would be connected. Uh, this AT Chronicles, at least all the episodes that are out and all the episodes that I can talk about without going into future stuff, were all recorded by me, one person. I did have one little kid watching, if you guys remember, one of them, which we'll talk about that when we get to that the scene they play. But other than that, it's only been me acting, but in the future that does change. And so I originally had planned to have my brother help out, but I decided to do it on my own because that would be just be easier. Well, my brother said he was willing to help out with this. Uh, Anyways, so that eventually kind of just led to me making a series of its own, separated from that little tiny episode there. And that was a good decision.
Something I'll always love.
I love the owl. The great white owl is way different from with the character he plays in my games and my brother because in that he's a murderous psychopath with strong muscles and like kind of magical abilities. Sort of the fact that he's an owl and he's the strongest man in the world. His bullets don't kill him, and if hit him in the stomach, they reflect. But here he's just a innocent owl. But however, he sleeps the same. We turn our owls' heads around when they fall
I
asleep.
sense someone's presence within my room.
The air conditioner is there, actually. It's actually a cool sight. I don't think we'll put the air conditioner anymore.
The senses will keep me awake. Fine. I'll sleep next Sunday. Another Monday.
I don't know why I said that. I remember thinking, like, why would I do that?
Oh, great council of the White Owl. I know I'm banned. You said I was banned, but does it matter? I want your help. Please, I've
Need your
changed
help?
my ways. Less selfish.
So you must be put to the test.
Please, I'll do anything. My friend was attacked by the White Skull. Well, just the skull.
Oh yes.
I love that position.
Explain more.
So here's the thing.
Alright.
So the whole storyline here, I think, is supposed to be that he messed with the Great White Owl, and the Great White Owl, that guy himself said, "You are banished permanently from this land," or whatever. But clearly, the Great White Owl knew something was up here. It wasn't like the average one where, like, you go back to a friend you betrayed and they don't trust you at all. The Great White Owl knew there was something good about this.
We're trying to get out of here, and this whole thing happened.
I love that
It's
position.
a long
That was such a
story, but
random moment. I love how these earlier episodes are filled with so many random
I
moments.
just can't be bothered to talk about it right now.
Why can't you be bothered?
I was such.
I actually love how I did this. I love how I did this part here. This scene's like almost perfect.
Didn't respect anyone. If I hadn't ever been like that, could have healed him right now, probably free of charge. But I was
See
greedy.
his tune here.
And now I
love
see
it.
how terrible that was.
Jeez, actually,
He's
I'm getting a
my only
little
friend. My first, not my first
Ugh,
friend, but
tired.
my
Shit.
only friend. Oh yes, your only friend. Wow.
So the Great White Owl here,
You have redeemed yourself.
he sort of is similar to Master.
But that isn't.
Also, the music is so good here.
I say otherwise.
I love this quote.
If you look up, you'll see the stars. But
The music just intensifies.
You look up and you see your universe.
So that quote was off the top of my head, but I wanted like an anagram to represent heaven as like a magical land
Wow.
with special things happening.
That is beautiful.
Sit next to a big owl.
It always has been beautiful.
It's okay, whoa. It's kind of sus.
What's the secret?
This whole discussion, while we've been speaking, your friend has been healed.
Oh, I love the music. The timing on that is so. Again, that was just luck, dude, with the music, just timing it. Because other times I've had to, like, other episodes, I've had to cut like the music. And by the way, the editing on this is actually very easy, surprisingly. I have to cut the music and like bring it in random times, but a lot of times it does match up perfectly. And also, what just happened here with like the whole time he was talking to the Great White Owl and Mal was giving a speech. Anton was actually being healed from his wounds with the battle with the skull almost sucking his soul, whatever. That was off my top of my head, I believe. Actually, it was very good work. Like how I was being very critical in the beginning, and now I'm basically praising it. Yeah, I did a very good job ending off this episode.
Thank you so much. Okay, I know I initiated the hug, but I'm gonna need you to let go.
Wow, that was a journey. When I was in that dimension. Oh,
Back then, I had no
wouldn't
idea what I
believe
was doing with that dimension, by the way.
That was something.
What'd you experience?
What was it?
Oh no, I feel how he died was very different from most of
Died, okay.
I didn't go to heaven. Not like here.
Well, this is heaven.
But a different
Okay.
place. It was full of evil.
Yeah, I need to change that concept. You do when you die in this series, I'll tell you now. You go to a spirit realm. You don't go to heaven because this is heaven. You know what I mean? Heaven isn't really like a place of death here. It's just like a kind of like light land, I suppose. But yeah, I guess there's also a dark spirit realm of sorts where he went, and it's also where the White Skull probably resides.
What? You healed him! Well, in heaven, I could heal anyone! But
Yeah.
healing is something different. Even where he's healed, he will still pay a price.
If you guys pay attention back there, you may notice there's a box. That's where some of the future characters have been stored. For many years, I stored them there. They used to be in my closet. Maybe in 2016, me and someone who actually became very famous on TikTok, who used to be one of our friends, were playing with them a little bit because they're Mario toys. They're in there right now, or then. They had not been touched for years until I actually I used Yoshi in Broken Legs Part 1 for this next episode. Oh, and the other thing with the friends. So actually they had been used in a couple years. They had been used like about this is a few weeks after that one. So, man, I'm tired. I probably feel like I'm rambling. But what I'm saying is this scene is when I used as Mario toys for the first time after like over 5 years. So, yeah, they were stored in there for years though.
Pretty big one, actually. Don't worry, Owl. I'll be fine.
And my memory fails to what happened before. I barely remember it, but we got this cool blanket. Shut up. It was so stupid.
Okay. Also, the playlist is invisible here because this video is made for you kids, and YouTube Kids does not allow playlist to be. Like, it's the stupidest things. Fuck you, Copper. But yeah, that was it. Hopefully, I'll do a better reaction next time. I'm not so tired. We'll do Broken Legs next. We'll do them both in bulk, by the way. So yeah, I'll do the parts in bulk. Oh, Into the Woods is gonna be fun then. But yeah, and then we'll do Polar Chronicles. It'll tell nature, that's future stuff. We'll do that once we get to May 2020 episode 0. Thanks for watching. I had a fun time with it. Next one we're going to do is the Magic Orbs one, which was a very fun special. And also we'll have on the list as well, which I did not mention, Pig Invasion, which is also with those kids. So it was at their house, which we never made a part 2 to. So we'll discuss that after. Bye!